There's a conversation happening in your home right now that you're probably missing. Your cat has been trying to reach you, not with sound, not with drama, but with a language built entirely out of small moments. A gaze that lingers, a choice about where to sit, a sound they only make for you. Most people spend years with their cat and never learn to read any of it. Today that changes. Here are 7 things your cat is quietly waiting for you to understand. 1. The eye conversation. Has your cat ever locked eyes with you from across the room and then, very slowly, let their eyelids fall halfway closed? Most people smile and move on. But that moment meant something specific. In the animal world, sustained eye contact signals tension, potential conflict. Choosing to close your eyes in front of another creature is a deliberate act of vulnerability. Your cat just told you, without moving an inch, that you are the safest thing in their world. The response most owners give, a blank stare back, which, in cat communication, actually reads as pressure. What they're hoping for is a mirror, soft eyes. A slow, unhurried blink returned at the same pace they offered it. When you do that, something in your cat visibly settles. Research from the University of Sussex found that cats are measurably more likely to approach and engage with someone who returns a slow blink than someone who simply maintains eye contact. 2 seconds. That's all it takes to answer them. And once you start doing it, you'll realize how often they've been starting that conversation and how long they've been waiting for you to answer back. Let the hunt have an ending. Think about how you typically end a play session. The toy slows down. Your cat loses steam. You set it aside. Clean, simple, done. Except it's not done for them. A cat's hunting instinct doesn't operate like an on-off switch. It runs in a sequence that nature spent millions of years hardwiring: locate, approach, stalk, chase, catch, subdue, consume, rest. Every element in that chain matters. The problem is that most play sessions deliver the first half and cut off entirely before the finish line. An incomplete hunt cycle doesn't just leave your cat unsatisfied, it leaves them in a state of low-level arousal with nowhere to direct it. This is where the post-play restlessness comes from. The random midnight zoomies, the sudden swat at your ankle when the session ends. It's not aggression. It's an unfinished story. The solution is deliberate. Let your cat physically catch the toy at the end of every session. Let them hold it, kick it, and own their victory. Then follow immediately with a small treat. That sequence, catch, subdue, eat, closes the loop that nature opened. You'll see the difference immediately. A cat who finishes a full hunt cycle is genuinely calm. Not tired, calm. Content, calm. There's a real difference, and once you see it, you'll never cut a play session short the same way again. 3. Give them the high ground. Where does your cat position themselves when they want to watch the room? If there's any elevated surface available, a refrigerator, a bookshelf, the top of a cabinet, chances are that's where they'd rather be. This isn't quirky cat behavior. It's a hardwired survival preference. Elevation in the animal world means information. From above, you can track movement, read threats, and make decisions from a position of safety. A cat on the floor is a cat who has to react. A cat who is elevated is a cat who can think. The problem in most homes is that virtually all the furniture sits at or below human height. Comfortable for us, but it puts cats in a perpetual low position, which their nervous system quietly registers as a mild, constant vulnerability. Here's a simple shift that changes your cat's relationship with your entire home. Create at least one resting surface that sits above your eye line when you're seated. A tall cat tree, a wall-mounted shelf with a cushion, or even a cleared space on a high bookcase with a blanket placed there deliberately. You're not just giving them a place to sit. You're giving them a place from which they feel fully at ease. Watch how much time they spend there. The answer will tell you everything. 4. The gift of unrequited presence. Has this ever happened to you? You sit near your cat, they edge a little closer, and the moment your hand reaches out, they shift just out of range. Most people interpret this as rejection. It isn't. What your cat is doing is extending an invitation to a specific kind of closeness, one that doesn't involve being touched. Animal behaviorists call it proximity bonding. The offer isn't pet me, it's be here with me, without needing anything from me. This is actually how deeply bonded cats interact with each other. They don't sit in contact constantly. They sit near each other parallel, each doing their own thing. The closeness is the thing, not the contact. What makes this feel like love to a cat is the absence of expectation. When you sit nearby and just exist, reading, working, doing whatever you'd be doing anyway, you're communicating something rare. I'm here because I want to be, not because I want something from you. For cats who receive constant attention attempts, this kind of presence lands differently, more completely. Try it deliberately the next time your cat is in the room. Sit near them and do nothing directed at them. Just be there. Over time, you'll likely notice them choosing to be closer to you than they ever were when you were trying. 5. The voice they recognize as yours. You probably have a voice you use with your cat that you would never use anywhere else. A little higher, a little softer, slightly ridiculous and completely unconscious. And if you've ever felt self-aware about it, don't. In 2022, researchers studying cat owner communication found something striking. When cats heard recordings of their owners speaking, they showed a significant behavioral response, orienting toward the sound, showing visible engagement. But only when the voice used was the warmer, higher, pitched register owners naturally adopt with their pets. The same owners speaking in their normal conversational tone produced almost no reaction. The detail that makes this genuinely interesting: the effect didn't transfer to strangers using the same vocal pattern. It wasn't the pitch that activated something in the cat. It was the combination of that pitch and the specific person they belonged to. Your cat has mapped your voice in detail. They know the difference between you talking to someone else and you talking to them. When you use that particular tone, the soft, slightly silly one, it functions as a signal. It tells them something specific about your emotional state and your intention toward them. When you go long periods speaking only in flat, task-oriented tones, they register that shift too. The voice you're embarrassed by is actually one of the most meaningful things you give them. 6. Leave a piece of yourself behind. Pay attention the next time you change clothes. Notice where your cat gravitates. It probably won't be your clean laundry fresh from the drawer. It'll be the hoodie you just took off, the shirt draped over the chair, the jacket sitting on the edge of the bed. A cat's sense of smell processes information at a level of detail we can barely model. What you experience as a mild scent, your cat experiences as a complete sensory portrait. Your specific combination of scent tells them where you've been, whether you're calm or stressed, and most importantly, whether you're nearby. When your cat lies on your worn clothing, they're not just comfortable, they're orienting to you. Your scent functions in their nervous system the way your physical presence does, as a signal of safety, of home, of belonging to someone. Here's what most owners never think to do intentionally. Instead of moving your worn clothes immediately, leave one piece somewhere your cat rests, their favorite chair, near the window, on their bed. You're extending your presence into the hours when you're not there. For cats who experience any level of separation anxiety, this simple act measurably reduces stress. It costs nothing, and it means something real to them every time they settle into it. 7. The touch that speaks kitten. Here's the one that stays with people. When a mother cat grooms her kittens, she isn't just cleaning them. She's doing something neurological. The rhythmic sensation of her tongue moving across their foreheads, cheeks, and the base of their ears triggers a calming response in the kitten's nervous system. A release of comfort signals that for many cats becomes their earliest and deepest association with feeling completely safe. Most adult cats never experience that sensation again. And without fully realizing it, some of them spend their entire lives missing it. There's something you can do about that. Take a clean, soft, bristled toothbrush, dampen it slightly with room temperature water, and begin making slow, gentle strokes across your cat's forehead, moving toward their cheeks and behind their ears. The texture of the bristles, the slight moisture, the gentle rhythm, it's close enough to what they remember that something in them recognizes it. Watch what happens. Many cats begin to purr within seconds. Some close their eyes completely and lean into it. Some, especially those adopted later in life or from difficult situations, show a kind of stillness that's different from ordinary relaxation. It's something that looks a lot like relief. This isn't a grooming trick. It's a way of reaching past your cat's adult defenses and speaking directly to the part of them that was shaped before language, before experience, before any complicated history they might carry. It takes 5 minutes, and for some cats, it quietly becomes the most important thing you do together. Your cat has been reaching out to you in ways most people never learn to recognize. Every slow blink, every choice about where to sit, every time they settle near you without asking for anything, that's not random, that's relationship. The more fluent you become in their language, the more of it you'll see, and the more they know, in the way that actually matters to them, that you get it. If this changed how you see your cat even a little, share it with someone who loves theirs. It might be the most useful thing they watch today.